guess what? Whatever happens, we gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Well, that was Kendrick Lamar. We gon' be alright. And we're back for our second segment. Royal Wretched royalty. I still don't know what I want to call it, but it's kind of following that theme, right? Because there's definitely people who have royal money that aren't necessarily royal, who still act extremely wretched in spite of their wealth. And there's those of us who are educated who don't mind returning to our roots. That's kind of a royal wretchedness, because education makes you royal too, I think. And just the way you carry yourself. So I don't want to down talk people who don't think college is important, because they are still pretty significantly important in the world. There's a lot of people who did a lot of great things without a degree under their belt. So if you're intelligent, that's a form of royalty, but you still might get wretched. And then there's those of us who are supposed to be royal and still do wretched things. So either way, I just wanted to show the duality of life with this segment. And jumping straight into it, I'm talking about them again. Okay, you guys, I'm going to not talk about the K's next week, but this week is like chock full of them because they just give good news. So speaking of wretched royalty, coming out of the dynasty of the Kardashian clan, we have Kylie and King Tiger. That's what he called himself on our show, Kinging It with Tiger.
Oh, jeez.
Are officially separating.
He's a cradle robber. What are they separating from? Crime?
He's not old. Oh my God, I wish y'all would cut it out. He's like 25.
And how old is she?
18. Is she 19 now?
When they was messing around in the beginning.
What?
She was young.
He was younger too. The age difference doesn't change.
Now, Mr. Clark.
What?
Jermaine.
They don't know me like that.
Listen to me.
I'm Jameer in my other life.
Gotcha.
Dang, I wonder if I'm going to edit that out. No, I'm just playing.
You tell me.
What?
That at your age, you be talking to a high schooler.
At my age now?
Yes.
She wasn't in high school. She was privately schooled. And wealth makes you, I think, if you come from a poor first of all, so let me clear this up.
Tell me about the poor people.
Let me clear this up, because I don't want to be out here sounding like a pedophile, because I work around children. So I think when you come from a certain financial status, whether it be extremely poor or extremely wealthy, that has a significant impact on your level of maturity, because you've been exposed to things that you wouldn't necessarily be exposed to had your income been average. So there's people who are significantly more mature than us per se, because since they were 6 years old, they've been country hopping and on private jets, and have been working since they've been 6 years old, because they were on a TV show that had topics that were pertaining to what was going on in America. So I
call that bad parenting.
That's not bad parenting. That's just they lived a different life than us. So they are essentially older than what their regular actual age is, because they've experienced life at a faster pace than us. If you're extremely poor, I hate to go here, you probably grew up around some crackheads or some drunks, or you have been pushed into a level of maturity that maybe does not correlate with your age. So yes, I can understand why someone at 18 could have the same mental capacity as someone at 25. Do I agree that we should just let that stuff happen? No, but we should understand that it could.
I'm going to tell you like this. If I catch Tiger around my house and my daughter, I'm going to kick his ass.
All right. So on the rumor mill, the point of them, the instance that caused them to separate was that she was getting tired of him, not getting tired of him borrowing him money, but she was expecting to get paid back sooner than what she was.
Are you serious?
But
wow,
if you let him borrow money, you knew he didn't have it to give back. I mean, you was kinging it with him, so you should know his finances.
He was really borrowing money from her?
I mean, if you come from I wonder how much they dynasty as a whole is worth. They got to be somewhere around like hundreds.
But I thought
millions.
Tiger had at least a little bit of money.
I mean, he probably got tens of millions, but not hundreds of millions.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, what's the point of having a rich girlfriend if you can't use her to finance your life?
But you shouldn't be, like, I'm going to tell you like this. If Tiger had as much game as he was supposed to, he shouldn't be borrowing nothing. He should be getting money from her.
Oh, he shouldn't be borrowing. He should just
Like,
have
hey,
it.
Hey, girl, let me get a couple of dollars.
So maybe he considered what he was getting from her as an investment, and she thought her return would be a lot sooner than what it was, or maybe a lot more.
That's that young mind right there. That's that young mind. Tiger might be smarter than I think he is.
Shiesty.
You knew what he was doing.
The part that makes this whole story more interesting is that now that they are separated, Little Twist, remember him? Let me take you back a little bit.
Oh, wow.
Justin Bieber's original black friend. Not the second one. I'm not sure of his name. But the first one, like once they went to jail, he was like, look, I ain't playing with this boy no more because I'm actually getting in trouble for it. Now the second one, he didn't just fell all the way off. Lil Twist is around. He was also signed to Young Money. And you can see him in videos. Remember he used to wear those super tall mohawks? That one. The yellow one.
Lil Twist.
He actually looks like a tiger too. They all pretty orange.
I know who he is. I was thinking about Lil Fizz, the guy who got taken out back in the day.
Not aware.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways.
Texas rap, y'all. Look it up.
Apparently he was dating her first, which kind of makes that pedophile thing come back into play because he was like the youngest one of the Young Money group. So if Tiger ended up dating somebody that Lil Twist dated, that's what make it seem creepy to me. I'm like, and why it always got to be all up in the family? It's like 1,000 people in the world, and somehow you end up dating friends of friends and stuff. I don't know. Maybe we watched too much Friends growing up because they was all commingling.
I didn't watch Friends. Living Single was my friend.
So you know you know what that was about. None of them commingled, did they? Oh wait, no. Regine dated Kyle.
But that was like...
It was brief.
Yeah. Like they
and it was like
out.
A special episode that happened. They wasn't just dating, but...
They figured... I mean, those two are just way too...
If they was together, wouldn't that be crazy?
That'd be
just
a power
too
couple.
much
That's a power
bouginess.
couple. That's a power couple right there.
No, the power couple was Max and Kyle.
Yeah,
so,
lawyer and an investment banker.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna offer this. So like secretly, like I wanted to be both of them at the same time because I have a business economics degree. I plan on going to law school, and I always wanted to be like the independent, smart mouth one, but also like super flashy with got good clothes. But they was both like that. Anyways,
they was cool people.
Representation matters, people. Little Twist is actually attempting. We just be going on tangents. So Little Twist is attempting to get her back, saying I have some things to clean up or something like that on Twitter. But I just thought it was all ain't no loyalty amongst coworkers. No, there isn't. As I started to say it, I was like, of course not. What are you talking about? Focused on and Tiger released a statement via TMZ that they should both focus on their individual lives and continue to grow, letting people go so they can grow. And I think that's an interesting concept because oftentimes you really do have to let people go and let them miss you and see the benefits of being around you. And then maybe it'll work when they come back. Maybe it won't. Who knows?
That's what they say what love is, right?
I don't play them games though.
Let you go, and if you come back, you really love me.
Because if you really love me, you wouldn't have had to go nowhere in the first place. So I don't know about that.
Man, you know.
But it makes sense for other folks. No, I don't actually. I've never been in love. But anyways, you the one with the stripper girlfriend.
Oh no! Can you edit that out?
See, but you the one who introduced the information to me.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna make fun of him later because there was a whole conversation that I had in my head that I never brought to him. Moving right along. I'm moving on.
If my new girl is out there, never happened. I don't know what he's talking about.
There's previous episodes that she could have caught it on anyway.
Let's move on.
Moving on. Chris Brown and Kevin McCall continue to beef.
Okay, for context, who is Kevin McCall? I really don't know.
Who is Kevin McCall, honestly? So, ooh, this is sad. He is like a songwriter who works in the background, who is trying to make a career of his own. He wrote a lot of significant songs for Chris Brown. But
anything I ever heard of?
I think he wrote like 3 of his hits, but none of them come to mind right now. Sorry, Kevin. Sorry, Kev. But he is also the baby daddy of Eva Pickford.
Oh my goodness, are you serious? Now I know who she is. That's a fine woman right there. I like her.
So, Gio has a type. He likes skinny women because they're Black China and Eva are like the same. Well, why am I making it racial? They the same complexion, so but their body types are different, and they kind of have similar faces. So I just think that's interesting. Anyways, Kevin McCall and them continue to beef. Chris Brown basically won't let him out of his contract, although he's no longer working with them. They're not creating songs together, so Kevin is kind of broke at this time. And they're just being royally wretched by addressing each other via Instagram and Twitter, although they live in the same city. They're threatening to put hands on each other. The part of this story that I thought was quite interesting is that Chris Brown, known fighter, got into it with Drake, got into it with Frank Ocean, is refusing to fight Kevin. He said, of course I'm not gonna fight no broke dude. He ain't got nothing to lose. But I was like, wait a minute, you was fighting back in the day, so you ain't foreign to them hands. So what I think it is Kevin probably could actually work, and he ain't trying to get it in. He was like, nah, bro, I would fight you.
Wait, what? He got into it with Frank Ocean?
Yeah. Frank Ocean actually ended up fighting Chris Brown's security guard and beating him. I thought that was funny.
Frank Ocean?
Like, how you gonna beat up the security guard?
Oh, wow.
You is good and fired. If you my security guard, you get beat up by artists.
An artist like Frank Ocean. Like Frank Ocean, he's a little guy.
He not little. He like 6 something.
But he's little. He's like my type little.
Skinny don't mean nothing. Floyd Mayweather, he only like what 160.
Yeah, but Floyd's father is a champion too.
I'm just saying you could be small and still
be
the greatest.
But these bodyguards, man, you know they large.
They probably slow too.
Well, you got a point. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. Never mind.
And
proceed.
The last story in royal wretchedness comes from T.I. Now, you're probably thinking, what actually makes this royally wretched? Well, T.I. has some statements for Donald Trump, as he has had statements for a lot of the politicians as of late. But what made this particularly interesting for me, and hold up, give me a second, I'm going to read the quotes. You see how I'm trying to talk really fancy in the time it takes me to pull up the article? So I'm just going to keep talking as I scroll because it's right here, because I saved it today. So what he actually said was, I was going to do it in like a T.I. voice, but I came to realize that my T.I. voice actually isn't that good. So, now Trump, I think he's just the opposite of what this country needs in order to move forward. I think what it stands for is supports
doing it.
Inspires hatred. Make America great again. I wonder when was America great? When we were slaves? He do got that, man, that country tone is so funny, but he still sound educated from the country. And we both know he ain't go to school. So I think that's funny that he's able to pull that off.
Hey, I like his show. And he does sound educated at times. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
At times. You see that? That subtle shade. When we were oppressed, when we were segregated, what time are you trying to go back to? Because I remember what my people were going through at that time. It was great for you. It wasn't great for us. If I were to do the things Trump, now this is the part where I had to put out some royal wretchosity. If I were to do the things Trump's, if I were to do the things Trump's doing, I would be called a common thug. Now hold up, wait a minute, hold up. Wait a minute. Now, while I agree with what you said, you would be looked at as a common thug if you did the things Trump did. If we did the things you did, T.I., we'd be in jail. Because I remember, you got caught with guns and drugs, buddy. And you just walking just as free. So, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
But look at, I mean, Donald Trump is a thief, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
White-collar thief, but a thief nonetheless.
Yes, he is. And a liar.
Yeah.
Like, he's really jacked a lot of people out of a lot of money. And then I
just thought it was funny. It was just a quick snippet of, if I did that, I'd be in trouble. And I'm like, hold up. If we did that, we'd be in jail. So,
yeah,
let's check our privilege on all levels.
Listen, I got you, T.I. If I catch Donald Trump in the streets, that's his ass. All right? I got you, bro.
I won't be put on record making those type of statements, okay?
I got you.
Wait.
Hypothetically.
So I actually have 4 segments because Wretched Royalness
is
just it's just hilarious. So we can spend a little time here and just have a good time. Azila. I like Azila. I don't agree with nothing she says out of her mouth, but that's my girl. Like this situation.
What does she do?
She makes music.
Okay. Is her last name Banks?
It is Banks.
I got it. All right. Bam. I heard about her.
Azila
she
Banks.
out here making really, really bombastic statements. For real.
Trouble.
She need to chill out. Hey, my man.
Yeah,
right
Young Ferg. I like her. I don't care. She has said some really distasteful things about Beyonce. She got into it with Erykah Badu, who is a soul child.
Okay, yeah, you don't get it. I can't stand Beyonce, but I love Erykah Badu.
So Azila is just crazy. But I ain't here for Sky Jackson, actually. Wasn't nobody talking to her. She ain't had no business saying nothing. Stay in the child's place. I actually think she won. I feel like there was a mutual dragging, and the only reason that Azila lost is because she forgot you can't say whatever you want to say when you out here trying to catch these greenbacks. So people like, people who be trying to call me racist, and I'm definitely not racist, and people don't try to call me racist, but some of the things that I say could be taken as racist because when you are highlighting the trials of your distinctive cultural group, oftentimes that can seem as if you're opposed to the other group. So like pro-life and pro-choice oftentimes are looked at as anti this, anti that, against. And I'm not against anything. I am for a particular thing. And that's kind of how she came. Well, no. I'm just trying to make the distinction because I like Azila. So I'm trying to separate myself, but also give her a slap on the back as, you go ahead. But my point was,
I ain't down with her.
That sometimes, that was my point. That sometimes I think she forget about the money. Like, you can't say whatever you want to, although you are an artist, because you have to catch those coins. Money spins green, and which is why I will never allow myself to be racist, because I want money from every category. So I'm going to care about everybody because I want everybody to care about me. And I want everybody to spend with me. And I think oftentimes when she gets upset, she forgets about that. She starts cussing out cultural groups that solicit her. Stop, Miss Banks, so you can make some. That's all. Sometimes just cut the argument short in order to save your money. Now, you done lost out on the headlining tour because you wanted to go in on how people of that cultural group are appropriating and this, that, and the third, and you done forgot that they done bought tickets to see you. Stop tripping.
But then again, it might work for her. There's an orange man running for president who say whatever he wants to say, and people still support him.
Well, everything that works for others don't necessarily work for us. We can't use everybody's tactics. Agreed.
Let's move on.
Agreed. And with that, we're going to close Royal Wretchedness and in honor of Azila, and I guess even more so in honor of Little Miss Sky Jackson. Stay in the child's place. I really wish you hadn't said nothing. Look at what you done did to sis, because you done made her pop off on you. And let's be clear, you are still a child actor and you have plenty of time to fall off. So